So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you a card cover. Card covers are something that actually I didn't really use. I didn't really know about when I was your age. I only got to know about um, card covers a couple of years into teaching. So we've looked at the stomach in some detail. Now here are all the different things that you need to know. And that's let's confuse. Oh, and Lola. So these are all the things that you need to know. This is the whole content, and it's only a little part of what you need to know for biology. And one way of learning this is with card covers. And what I'm going to show you is I'm going to talk you through the whole thing. And it's going to be I might go over my usual 10 minutes, which is where I say, right, I'm talking for 10 minutes. I'm not going to talk for more than 10. I might do so. I'll try not to. So when we look at this content, all digestion starts with your mouth, with chewing. Now, I'm interested in cool words. The mouth can also be called the buccal cavity. It's not something you need to know. I just think some words are really cool. So it is where mechanical digestion, and this is a key word here, this is a key word because it's bold, mechanical digestion takes place, which is a complicated way of saying you're chewing, all right? And what you need to know is your teeth chew food. I know that sounds really obvious, but you've got to link it to that key term, mechanical digestion. We don't expect you to know it, but we will use it. And if we use it, we expect you, not sorry, we don't expect you to know it, we expect you to know what we mean by it. I don't expect for you to use that in an answer. It'd be nice if you did. It just makes my marking rather easier. But if you don't, it doesn't matter. If you say, well, digestion starts in the mouth when you chew food, I'm happy with it. You don't have to use the term mechanical digestion. Teeth chew food to break it into smaller pieces and increase its surface area. That's a bit of chemistry. You want something to react faster, increase its surface area, grind it to a powder. Well, your teeth don't really grind it to a powder, they mix it with saliva. All right. Now, in your saliva, you have an enzyme called amylase. Amylase breaks down starch into maltose. Now, you've got to be very careful with that. Some people think it goes starch to glucose. It doesn't. It goes starch, glucose, maltose. All right. The esophagus is your food pipe. All right. Um, it contracts, it squeezes and pushes your food down into your stomach. We looked at that, right? We looked at your stomach last week. It still does some mechanical digestion because remember what I said, your stomach is surrounded by smooth muscle and it squishes your food. It churns it. Mechanical digestion. It also contains protease enzymes. Ase, the ending ase means it's an enzyme. This is protease. It's an enzyme that breaks down proteins. That is chemical digestion. All right. You know what? I don't like that. I'm going to use my highlighter. That is chemical digestion. All right. Now, hydrochloric acid is present in your stomach, and that will kill bacteria. And protease likes to work at low pHs. Acids are low pHs. Okay, after your stomach, now you've got a problem. I like the name duodenum, right? So the first part of your small intestine here is the duodenum. It should say the duodenum here. Here it doesn't. There's the duodenum. So that's the first part of your small intestine out of your stomach is your duodenum. Now, as we progress, before we progress, we've got a problem. When your food comes out of your stomach, it's full of acid, hydrochloric acid. All right, that isn't good. So what you have to do is you have to neutralize the acid. All right, and you have a gland called you have bile, which is made by the bile duct. So moved by bile duct from the bile gland, and the gallbladder even. Let me get it all right. And that is alkaline. Alkalis neutralize acids. Someone else is just ding dong to join. Alkalis neutralize acids. So you don't have that strong acid in your stomach. It's slightly alkaline. Water, neutral, has a pH of 7. In your duodenum, there's a pH of 8, 9. All right? Now, as you're doing the duodenum, it goes to your ileum. Right, it's where absorption starts taking place, where these little molecules that you've broken down start becoming absorbed. After that, you have your large intestine. This is where poo is made. It's the only time I can turn around and talk about poo. Your large intestine makes poo. It turns all the stuff that you couldn't digest into poo. Okay, now, the other thing, your pancreas, it produces enzymes, amylase, protease, and lipase. Your pancreas, I hope it shows it here, is there. There's your pancreas. It's that little yellow thing right there. There's your pancreas. Okay, and your liver is a really large organ here. That produces bile, and bile is to neutralize acids, neutralize the acids in the stomach. All right. Okay, so how do I take all this and turn it into a card cover? Oh, I've got 2 minutes. The problem I've got, and I don't like reading too much. It switches my brain off. So we start with something really simple. Mouth. What can we say about the mouth? Mechanical digestion and amylase to break down starch to maltose. All right. That's all I would change it to. Okay. Now, esophagus. Esophagus pushes food from your mouth to your stomach. And if you notice, I don't write to your stomach. A lot like when I was doing mind maps, I'd rather have a symbol than write too much. Stomach, mechanical breakdown. What else? Has hydrochloric acid and protease. Okay, so now for breaking down proteins. For protein, and I'm going to be a bit of a nerd and call it protein digestion. Yeah, welcome to the nerd head. Okay, so you want 5 or 6 of these. I'm only going to do 3. I'm going to leave the rest to you. You get rid of all the connective language, is, ands, the, buts, all the rubbish that just adds so much work to it. And then what you do is you make a shape. I'm going to draw a shape. Right, this is how you would use a card cover. So I've got that and I want to fill it. Is that the fill? Oh, that's the fill. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to do, oh, I like pink. Okay. So where card cover works, and you've got to do it 5 times at least. It never works once. And you think, right, you read through it for about a minute and then you cover it. Okay. I'm just going to make it bigger. And you think, right, what was the first one? Where does digestion start? Right, in the mouth. It's mechanical digestion in your saliva, in your spit. And I don't care as an examiner if you write spit or saliva. I don't. But I care that you know that it contains the enzyme amylase. And amylase breaks down starch to maltose. And I put it down and I check. The first time you do that, you're going to get it wrong. It doesn't matter. Your aim is to do it 5 times. What was the second one? Esophagus. Pushes food down into the stomach. Right? Next one was the stomach. Mechanical digestion, the smooth muscle from last session, squishes your food, and that's mechanical digestion. It's got hydrochloric acid, and it has protease that breaks down protein. Anyway, so you do it. I can do it. I've done it a million times, but do it 5 or 6 times until you can remember each line. Okay? So your job today is, I've explained what happens in each part. Your job is, we're going to try card covers today. You're going to simplify each one. The less words, the better. And then you try a card cover with it. And then we're going to have a little, set of questions to see if you can remember them and how well it works. If it doesn't work, it means card covers aren't for you, but you've got to give it your best shot. Okay, so I'm going, 9 minutes and 58 seconds.